what's going on, everybody? My name is Chad, and this week I am apparently feeling kinky because this mask is getting me all hot and bothered. Anyways, this isn't my regular Saturday video again. Not moved in yet. Not quite where I need to be, but my friend Thalia decided to post this really sweet character personality test, and I was like, that looks weird. And then I started watching her doing it, and the questions actually, some of the questions had me thinking, so I was like, why don't I make my own video of this? I never really do these, so I usually don't do these so uncut or unedited, so we might as well give it a shot, you know? But yeah, here we go. Which anime character are you? Ultimate anime character personality test. Well, I am my own character, but we will see which drawn person I am most like. Now this is by Bean Daddy-o, probably. I'll give you props where you get it. But I got the idea for this video from my friend Thalia. She is awesome, and she is the one that did this first, so I'm giving credit where credit is due. But it looked fun, so I want to give it a start. I scrolled over the start button and said start instead of go. Means the same thing. Let's go. Alrighty, who is most important to you? There isn't anyone who is important to me. Myself, I don't care about anyone, not even myself. God, those people most precious to me. The bottom two, but I think as the Christian I am, I have to go with God. How do you feel about other people? Other people don't understand me. I'll probably be alone forever. There are only a few people I really care about. They disgust me. I wish I could fix that. I only need myself. I care about everyone. Is it bad that at some point in my life all these voices have been in my head? Let's go with there's only a few people I really care about. That seems about accurate to my life. Your long-term goal is world domination. Not far off. Don't really have one anymore. To get rich, I could not care less about money. To find the truth and to take my revenge on whom I just want to see people in pain. If someone actually picks that, good for them. I'm going to say world domination. What is your deadly sin? Pride, wrath, envy, lust, all 7 of them. There's a good chance all 7 of them. Not that I believe everybody does all of those at some point in their life. So I'm not some rapist guy or whatever. Don't stop. Whatever. What is something you dislike or would dislike? Other people. I like people. The man trying to keep them down. Trying to keep me down. There's a man trying to keep me down? Maybe he's wearing the other mask. Being exposed as a fraud. I don't think anyone likes being exposed as a fraud. Any kind of aggression. I don't know anyone that really likes aggression or impurity. Impurity. It is the internet. I think the last 3 are the ones people really don't like. I'm gonna say any kind of aggression. What is your weapon of choice? Knives. I like knives. A teddy bear with blades hidden in it. That's pretty sweet too. My brain. Power borrowed from someone else. That's not my power then, is it? Good old-fashioned hardcore training, which gives me great strength. If you can't tell by these guns, it's obviously A. What is your cause? To find something interesting to do, it keeps me occupied. Now, that's my day-to-day cause. If you're talking about my goal to world domination, that might not be the case. To protect the person who is most important to me, probably not. To ruin other people's lives, I don't really care to ruin other people's lives that much. I simply exist. There's the Mushishi answer. To do whatever my emotions drive me to do. All of those kind of are not me. We'll just go with to find something interesting to do, because that tends to be what motivates me day to day. Loyalty is something I have for only a few people, but pretend to have for many. That sounds... This is getting pretty, inward focused. I feel like I'm analyzing myself. Is something I can force or trick other people to have for me. Is something I have for my country. That's not true at all. I'm an American, and as you all have seen on the news, nobody here has pride for this country anymore. Should lie to those with authority. Is cheese flavored? Frick, that's a front runner. Is worthless. You can't trust anyone really. That person has been hurt by one too many people. If I'm gonna do this honestly, which is sad because the cheese one is a little bit honest, but we'll go with that. When you propose, you will throw it in there casually while you're doing your daily routine, not even looking at the person. That actually sounds accurate. It would be done traditionally? I'm not a traditional person. I won't propose because I won't get married. Because I'm that much of a loner. Not really. I am in a room by myself with lights on. I've already been down that road. I won't be going down it again. I have not proposed before. That's not me. Blushes. I'm flattered. Probably the first one, if I'm being realistic. Those who hurt or oppose you are fools to think they could ever compete with me. I don't think that. It's Satan's fault that those people are trying to hurt me. I'm a pretty sucky person. I probably do a lot of this to myself. Are evil. No. Are probably just misguided. I guess it depends. Are in my way and deserve no mercy. Who's ever picking E in this? Like, is there a way we can, like, link them to, like, the FBI? Because that's, like, a bunch of red flags, and they're answering the flags for themselves. F, are simply my enemies. There's nothing personal about it. That one's close, but I'm pretty sure it's just misguided. I mean, none of those are it. I mean, there's not an option of, hey, maybe I just suck. But, whatever. What do you like to watch? TV doesn't have enough porns. I would agree. Monster Truck Rally. I did go to those when I was a kid. No, I did not grow up in the South. My favorite TV show, Sumo Bunnies in Space. That sounds like it would be my TV show if it was real. And if it is real, you guys need to tell me because I want to find my new favorite show. Spice Girls videos. Now, this does sound like me. I do enjoy the Spice Girls, unironically, as well as the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and Creed. Because I'm an awful person. I'm basically the Nicolas Cage of music tastes. Or tragedies. Now, by tragedies, do you mean Greek tragedies or like anime tragedies? Because who doesn't love a good Your Lie in April or Clan Ad or Anohana or Spice Girls or tragedies? I probably would prefer that over Spice Girls. Your past is filled with betrayal. Not really. Is your own business. I think that's a valid point with everybody. Is dominated by a loss. Not really. All the above. Made me realize things weren't as simple as I thought. I think that's the process of growing up, is E. We'll just do that. The guy or girl you've liked for a long time confesses their love for you. What do you do? Freeze up and botch it? There's a very good chance that's accurate. Accept it immediately without thinking. There's a very good chance that's accurate. I don't think A and B are that much different, because I could immediately freeze up and they'd be like, yes, marry me, and like totally freak her out. Partially accept it. It's awkward and difficult to do something like this. I accept it, though I don't show it. Oh, I'm any more interested than necessary. Okay, I'm not that cool. Refuse without giving a real explanation. You don't deserve someone that great. What do you do? Fudge, it's probably that one. Your favorite subject is math, science. I like science. Lunch. Okay, that's the front runner. I don't need school. I needed school, and I am going back to school in Japan, so I don't know if that's technically accurate. All of them. Let's go with lunch. You were tormented by shame. Oh, that's a life story. Something that happened in my past. Bro, you're digging deep. I'm at peace. Okay, that's definitely not accurate. Pretty much anything that could possibly torment me. Man, you understand me, person who made this. My struggles within. All of those, except for the C, describe me. D? What do you need to succeed? To do whatever it takes, even if it means selling your soul, the will to keep going, a good poker face, the magazines I hide under my mattress. You know what those magazines are. Good looks and money. So first off, I will say realistically, I think good looks and money get you very far in this world. I don't like that that's a thing. But because, the Uzumaki in me, I think the will to keep going is the thing that definitely, at least in my head, even though I know it's unrealistic, is probably the thing that gets me going. Find the answer. G's and crackers. 9? I could solve problems like that in my sleep. A real champion doesn't need to bother with geometry. I'm not a real champion, and I can't bother with geometry. 2, I don't know. There it is, X. Is it solving for X? Probably. How about you solve for X and quit pestering me with this? That sounds like the most pretentious one, and that sounds like what I do, so that's gonna be mine. What do you do when someone is bothering you? Tune them out. All their insults are really just my entertainment. Show them who the boss is. Get someone to handle them for me. I don't know anyone that would fight for me, period, or nothing. If someone's bothering me, I don't know. Back in high school, it'd probably be tune them out. Right now, it's probably nothing because I just don't care about you that much. Sorry. A person seems to have some kind of vendetta against you. There's probably several of those people, if I'm being honest with myself. If we're all being honest with ourselves throughout how many, I think the average age of people watching my channel is like 18, so out of almost 2 decades, how you really don't think you have a single person that doesn't like you, really? That person is trying to make you angry. What do? Lose your temper and beat the fire out of them. That is definitely not me. Ignore their taunts. What they say is ill-founded. You have nothing to prove to anyone and no need to justify yourself. That sounds... Yeah. That sounds pretty close. No one can make me angry. Not true. I just don't get angry often. If they have a real reason to hate me, avoid them. If not, give them what they're asking for. Again, I guess I really have to be with B on that because I just don't care about that much. Show little outward signs of it, even though inside they're hurting you. That's like a solid second, but I think B's a good first place there. What is more important? Honor, your reputation, wisdom. That sounds pretty nice. The little people who live inside my nose. I know there's rings. Hold on. Okay. Who cares? I just do things. Science. I think wisdom would be pretty cool to have. At least I could sound smart. What is your favorite food? Sweets. If you are a longtime fan of this show and or just know me in real life, you know I'm a chocoholic. Yo-yos dipped in fingernail polish. Ew. That isn't important. Okay. Blood. No. Pizza. Pizza's... I mean, I got kind of sick of it because of youth groups, but we'll say sweets because I like chocolate. What is one of your hobbies? Math. Not one of my hobbies. Just being awesome. I think that's what this channel is at its heart, isn't it? Tossing chickens through the flaming hoop of death. That's not quite it. Sipping wine. I don't drink. Inflicting pain upon others. Seriously, someone call the cops on E. I'm gonna say just being awesome. It's not accurate. It's how I feel inside. I'm sure outside I'm a kid wearing a Japanese festival hat in a bedroom. But, you know, can't win them all. Well, why are you taking this quiz? Because Thalia told me to. Where's that at? To try and learn more about myself. I guess I can be accurate for fun. Also accurate. I need something to do between looking up porns. Because in America we can do whatever we feel like. What if you're not in America? To satisfy my boredom. Let's do for fun. I feel like that's more in my vein. What would be your downfall? Want for power? I don't want power. I will not fail. I hate to lose. I do dislike to lose, but I figure everybody hates to lose. It's how well they show it. It's called being a good sport. I can calculate everything perfectly and make adjustments. I won't fail. Not accurate. My math is off constantly. I'm too trusting. Man, in all reality, I have trust issues, so I don't think so. I'm human. Ding ding! We're going with that. You see a woman being mugged, what do? Run. Is there a run option? Save her, duh. I mean, ideally, that's what I would do. Yay, something interesting to watch. Hey, E switched with B. Kill the mugger and erase her memory? Why would I erase her memory? Consult the authorities and see that things are taken care of in the proper process of law. I don't think we'd catch him in time. Come up with a plan to save her and punish the mugger without putting yourself at risk. I would love to not be at risk, but I feel like in my mind, I would just go, women, and then like, not like in a, come here, open palm way, but hey girl, help, save, tasquete. I'd be like, okay, gotcha. So we'll go with save her. You want to marry for love? I'm just going to click that right now. Oh, it goes to the next one. I didn't think about that. I'm sure the other ones weren't accurate. Whatever. What is a good quality about you? Intelligence? Kindness? I will sacrifice my own good qualities for the sake of others. That sounds like... You ever see those lines in anime where, like, you could tell in Japanese they're saying something profound, but it just doesn't make it to English? Like, the meaning doesn't... I feel like that's what that means. I feel like that's supposed to mean I will sacrifice myself for the good of others. I feel like that's kind of what that means, which sounds accurate. High status, I don't have a high status. Understanding, I'm very... I guess I understand, but empathy, that's the hard thing. So I'm going to go with I will sacrifice that, even though it's probably not what it actually means. What is your motto? Do what you want, when you want, where you want. Isn't that like the motto of the Satanic Church? I am the greatest. That's a lie. The world is trash. I have no motto. I have no rules or anything like that. Do whatever I must to achieve my goals. The world is... But that could also mean like illegal stuff, and I'm not really willing to do that. We'll go with the world is trash. Sorry, guys. What should be done about the war in Iraq? We're still at war? I should use it to accomplish my own goals. I don't... How? Our men are dying pointlessly. We should come up with a better tactic. That sounds reasonable. Instead of having wars, they should just resolve all their problems with card games like the Muslims in Egypt do. That's what they do? I'm pretty sure I've seen news footage to the whatever. I'm not starting this on my channel right now. There's nothing we can do. People are just going to die. I feel like that's such a nihilistic point. It's better to let those things in charge make the moral decisions and just follow along. Idealist, I think coming up with this at least opens it up to have a better tactic. I'm not trying to get all political with you guys, but whatevs. What would you rather have? A dog made out of sausage? I would eat it, so that's probably not a good idea. Perfect hair. I already have it. The popular guy or girl? I already have it. I'm never going to hear the end of that. A guy or girl who I can admire for who they are. That sounds nice. A perfect world. Shoot. Okay. Is it what's good for Chad? What's good for everybody else? Let's just do a perfect world. I'm sure there's a bunch of people I can admire in a perfect world. So we'll just go with that. You can say to yourself a cute little girl, an evil mastermind. No? I don't know anymore. Man, you're preaching to the choir. A person who will change the world. I feel like all of us feel that way though. An average teenager. I want to go. What do I feel? I feel like I could change a world. You can hate me all you want. I feel like I can do it. I mean, why not? If I can reach 100,000 people in my bedroom, why not? Do you consider yourself good or evil? Gray or neither? I consider myself a pretty awful person, honestly. Other people don't see it. I should preface this. I make myself sound so bad. Other people think... I always get put on these pedestals, like at church or at school or in my family. I feel awful, like, all the time about everything. So that's kind of where a lot of this is coming from. Evil and loving it. I'm evil and not loving it. Sometimes I switch back and forth. That's a bit closer. Both. Good, I guess. I want to say sometimes I switch. Who are you loyal to? Kentucky Fried Chicken. Actually, probably Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A's better. My loyalty's already switching. It's hard to say, deciding between my friends and the things that I want myself. My country, probably not at all, honestly. If Trump gets in office, just so you guys know, I'm just gonna go somewhere else. The people who encourage me, sure. Whoever's doing what's right, I'll probably stick with who's doing what's right, honestly. If I think you're doing right, even if I don't like you, I'll probably stand by you. What is your favorite color? Mine's green. Black, violet, white, pink. Well, mine's green, so technically it's not any of those. So... I mean, white... Like, I like white-haired anime characters. We'll do this one. Whatever. Your favorite animal is a black cat? Meh. A bat? Meh. A white horse? Meh. A small bear? Cute but deadly. That sounds like Kumamiko, that new anime that's coming out in April that looks so freaking adorable and funny. We'll do that one. I want a Kumamiko. Do you believe in destiny? I do not believe in destiny. Yes, everyone is subject to destiny's rule. Don't believe that. You never know how things will turn out. That sounds a little iffy. If only destiny was real. That sounds like the Chad miser. If you could have one wish, what would it be? Something like that can't be real. I assume referring to the wish. Wishes will never satisfy you. Perfection is an illusion. That sounds like Illusions of a, Reluctant Messiah. It's a very good book if you guys haven't read it. It's by Bach. Maybe I said his name wrong. To kill the person who's in my way. Who the heck's in my way? To end my fragmented existence. To be super skin. Wow, that answer feels really out of place. We will go with, yeah, why not? It doesn't sound like something I would say, but who? Whatever. Alrighty, there was a queen who had 2 horses. I feel like this is gonna be a math problem. God, I'm having flashbacks. She used these horses to help her win a battle against a neighboring king. Okay, so now it's feminism. After the battle, both victor and vanquished lay side by side. Like, they lay down with the corpses? How tall is the queen's castle? You are asked this riddle by a random person never having heard it before. What do you answer? The riddle is too hard and you give up, getting a little angry. I love word problems and like figuring this stuff out at work. At work, all our coworkers say these things to keep us occupied, so that sounds pretty not like me. You wonder if staying home to solve this riddle will be valid excuse to get away from your paperwork. That also sounds valid. Why should I waste my time with something like this? I'm not that arrogant. You think about it for 20 seconds or so and then explain. They were playing chess, so the queen's castle is about 2 inches tall. That would imply I would get that answer, which is probably not true. The answer is obviously a 2-headed toaster. That sounds like my first guess usually, which is usually a prank guess. So I would say B is probably accurate. What do you value in other people? Purity, randomness, strength, that they are American. I value lots of people that aren't Americans, and I disvalue a lot of people that are Americans. So, no. Usefulness. Ooh, this is gonna sound bad. So purity, I don't think your value is determined on your purity. I think if I crumble up a $20 bill and rub it in cow poo and spit on it and leave it on the street, it's still worth $20. You know what I mean? So, and that's not to say that I'm greedy, I'm just saying the value's still there regardless of if it's pure or not. Randomness, I'm pretty random. If I've met people that are like legit random and not like funny camera random, and I can't hang with those people because they make me angry. So I don't know about that. Strength, I don't care how strong you are. I met a lot of strong D-bags in high school, so I hate that this is the only one, but usefulness. This makes me feel like I'm using people, but it's the only other answer that I don't feel like a douche using as much. So we'll do that. You have the ability to manipulate people and situations. To create humor even in the most serious of situations. I believe I have that superpower now. Thank you very much. To pwn even without going all out. That sounds like a sweet ability. You ever see those anime characters where you can tell they're not even trying and they just rock the people? That sounds fun. To keep troublemakers in line, don't care. To be really weird. Again, I'm hitting par for the course, folks. We're going to go with pwn even without going all out. What is one thing you want? I want lots of things, okay? But what's one thing that you want? I'm already perfect. What could you possibly have for me? All right, we have some sociopaths in the audience. To vanquish evil. I mean, it'd be cool to be known as the guy that vanquished evil, wouldn't it? Acceptance for who I am. Ding, ding. I would love some self-acceptance. That would be amazing if I could get that. A strong will. It's, again, nice. I'd rather accept me for who I am, so even when my will falls short, I can not hate, have, like, self-loathing. We're just going to go with that already. C sold me. You are put into a situation where you can save either the person you care about or a whole village of people. The other party will all die. What do you do? What do you do? Tell me in the comments down below. What do you do? We will see. What would Chad actually do before I read this? I don't like either option. So, because I don't believe in destiny and I don't believe that there's one option, I will try to find another one, even if it kills me. Save the village, obviously, but that would hurt the person I care about. Find a way to save both. Okay, so that sounds sort of like where I was going. I figured this was an and/or situation. Let them die and kill the person who forced me to choose, laughing at the fool who thought he could predict me so easily. Man, that sounds cool, but it does not sound like me. Sacrifice my own life instead. Oh, that does sound like me. If someone has to die, my life is no more valuable than anyone else's. Wow, that actually sounds like something I would say in like my final words. Save the person I really care about. Screw that. I will, if it's between either one dying, trying to find a way to save both, but there's a chance neither will live, or sacrificing myself, I'll sacrifice myself any day of the week. Who am I? I've never even heard of this guy. Niijima. Kenichi, history's mightiest disciple. I don't know who that is. I'm sure he's a swell dude. but I do not want to spread the word. Anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. I will tweet. I'm going to screenshot that real quick. Who I got, whoever this chump is. If you guys would like to try this, be sure to check the description. I will link where this is at. I will also link my friend Thalia's channel. Go check her out. Go check out what she got. I didn't finish her video because I wanted to do this one myself. Let's see how we're different, Thalia. Let's check this out. If you guys like this video, be sure to check out the rest of my content. If you enjoy it, feel free to subscribe. I put out videos at least twice a week, and at the end of this month, I'm going to switch to 3 times a week. It'll all be involving anime or manga, mostly about Japan, Japanese, my life over there since I am a Japanese student. So if any of that sounds fun, feel free to subscribe. If you guys did like this video, I highly recommend that you like it, not just so I can have a number, but it makes this video rank higher and makes other people see it. And it's important because all of this, me talking in my room, will be for naught. And I can't buy cool masks anymore. That's about it for this Saturday, you guys. Have a good week. I will see you on Wednesday. Keep being awesome. And, yeah, what anime character are you?